Welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today, we're going to be doing a hard task. We'll be talking about the worst Iron Maiden songs on every single album. Someone said this was a good idea, and I agree, which is why we're going to do it. So, before I get started on my list, pop yours down below, go through every single Maiden album, and pick your worst song. Some of them don't even have a bad song, so it was ridiculous to do. But we're here, we got our hydration, black coffee. And let's get started with the debut. So, the debut, Iron Maiden. What's the worst song on Iron Maiden? For me, it's gotta be Iron Maiden. I know, this is one they play a lot live. It's classic Iron Maiden, Once If I'm Dead. But it's overplayed, and that's the only reason that I'm gonna put it here. I love loads more like Charlotte the Harlot, Phantom of the Opera. No way am I picking any of that shit. And some of the more underrated cuts are great, but Iron Maiden is just one where it's short, it's sweet, I love it, but it's played too much. And that's the only reason I'm going to say it, because I think the debut is great and it's pretty much flawless, so let's move on quickly. This video is going to get me lynched, you know. Saying all these songs are bad, oh boy, but I actually still like that one. So next we're on to Killers, which again was quite hard. We are going to go with Prodigal Son. This one's still fun, but I think it's a bit more ballady, and if I was going to choose anything, it's definitely going to be this, because songs such as, say, Killers, I love, it's one of my favourite Maiden songs, and Wrathchild, Murders in the Rue Morgue, this has some banging songs on. Prodigal Son's just pretty good, I wouldn't say it's amazing, I wouldn't say it's terrible, it's just pretty good, so it has to come last for me on the list, I'm afraid. Number 3, Number of the Beast. This is when Bruce joined the band. Fantastic album, which definitely has the weakest song on. I don't like this song, so let's get it out. Let's rip the band-aid off. Gangland. Don't like this song. Some people love it. I know Jamie likes this one a lot. Some people don't understand the hate. I can understand the hate, because I never... The drumming, I don't like the drumming on it. It just, I don't know, it feels chaotic and just nonsensical to me. The vocals just don't do it for me either. This song is just one of my least favourite Maiden songs ever made. I'd much prefer every other song. Invaders is amazing. People shit on that, but they can fuck off, because Invaders is great. Invaders, The Prisoner's amazing. 22 Acacia Avenue is great. Hallowed Be the Name, Over the Beast, Run to the Hills. But Gangland, next. 4, Peace of Mind. Now, I did a Maiden song ranking, every single song Maiden's done, and I had a lot from Peace of Mind last. Yeah, I went back, I've revisited, but some of them I really enjoy now, so here's my hand in the air. I was an idiot, because Still Life is fucking fantastic. I love that song now. And also Sun and Steel pretty fun as well. Quest of Fire, however, still don't like that one. That one still has this kind of cheesy, just cringe lyrics that I just don't understand, and it just doesn't sound that good. On a quest for fire. And I know it has quest in the name. People probably thought I was based on that song. No, because I don't like the song. Still don't like this song. Still easily the worst of Peace of Mind, but now I've grown to love the other songs, which I did shit on. But yeah. Silly questy, but I still don't like Quest of Fire, so let's move on. Next up, we got Powerslave. Dun, 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 dun. Back in the Village. And I'm back in the village. And I like Back in the Village. I love Powerslave. It's probably my favourite Iron Maiden album. That and Brave New World. It's hard to pick an actual worst. Some people say The Duelist, but have you really listened to that recently? Because the solo in that is mind-melting, and that's one of the most underrated Maiden songs ever made. Flash of the Blade, so good. The guitar in that. Powerslave, I'm the Ancient Baron, Aces High, come on. It's got to be Back in the Village. The repeating parts in it, the chorus is a bit okay. I still don't hate it, but it's easily my least favourite on Powerslave, so it's coming here. So next up on Somewhere in Time, this may get me some shit. Heaven Can Wait. The whole repeating sections of Heaven Can Wait, yeah, it grates on me. I've seen it live though, and it's a great live song. Everyone's singing along, and I still really enjoy it, but for me, it's easily the worst than Somewhere in Time. You have so many banger songs in that album. Like Deja Vu, oh my god, the guitar in that is amazing. Caught Somewhere in Time, yes. Yeah, Long Distance Runner. Oh, Alexander the Great, probably the best song on the album. This one, though, it's great. It's good, but it's just the repeating chorus kind of annoys me. So yeah. This video can get me some shit. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son time, and this one's easy for me because there's only one song on the album that I kind of don't care for, and that's The Prophecy. Never cared for it when it came out, still don't care for it that much. I've seen the album live. This song, it's just okay. It's not anything special. It definitely not as memorable as any other song on the album, like The Evil Let Men Do. You all know that. The Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, the whole massive epic. Moonchild, yeah, all 10 out of 10s. Prophecy, about an 8 out of 10. Definitely one of my least favourites. Pick any other song from the album over Prophecy, so that's coming in last. Next up, we have No Prayer for the Dying. An underrated album because I went back and re-listened to it for this video and I liked every single song. This was one of the hardest for me. You know, I'm going to have a little sip, let you all bask in that for a second. I liked every single song. There was no terrible song in it. Unlike some of the others, where I could pick out a terrible song like Quest for Fire, Gangland, I can't pick anything terrible on No Prayer. They're all pretty... I don't want to say they're all amazing. Like, some of the others have amazing songs. They're all good. There's no bad song, they're all good. So picking a hard one was hard. I went with Fate's Warning just because it's less memorable, because I like the cheesiness of, like, Hooks in You. That's a great song. Holy Smoke. Oh, there's Tail Gunner. No Prayer for the Dying. Oh, I love that song. That's one of my favourite Maiden songs of all time. Yeah, Mother Russia. Oh, so good. But Fate's Warning is just there. You know, not catchy. It's not memorable. It's okay. So that's coming in last for me there. Next up is the X Factor when Blaze Bayley came in. And Fortunes of War is my pick for this one. Fortunes of War. Again, with the repeating stuff. Kind of grates on me, and his vocals aren't as good. There's many better songs on this album than that one. Really just kind of drags on a bit. Again, it was not terrible, but it's boring. It's boring song, and I don't want to listen to it. Next up, Virtual 11. We all know what this one's going to be, don't we? Yeah, Angel and the Gambler. Talk about repeating choruses. This one, oh boy. This one is the king of repeating choruses, just... overblown, smashing your head until it's dust. Oh my god. Yeah, Angel the Gambler, everyone shits on it. I think it's good if they just tone it back. Just tone it back a bit. And then it'd be fine. But as it is, it's one of the worst Maiden songs ever made. So it's here. Next up, one of the hardest ones I've ever had to do, and that's Brave New World. I love every single song on this album. I gotta go with one of the lesser memorable ones. So I'm gonna go with Fallen Angel, which I still think is like a 9 out of 10. It's just not as memorable as Brave New World, Flight of the Navigator, Ghost of the Navigator, sorry, Dream of Mirrors, The Nomad. Oh, yeah, not as memorable as any of them, but it's still good, so I don't like putting it here, so this is a hard task. Come on, you asked for this. Next up on Dance of Death, we have Wildest Dreams, the kind of single to Dance of Death. This is easily my least favourite on the album because it's the one which is least experimental. It's the one which is kind of just boring Maiden. It's like Maiden paint by numbers. It could have been on fucking any of their other albums. All the other albums on this, I don't know, they feel unique. Like Montsegur, Gates of Tomorrow, like Out Beyond the New Frontier, Journeyman, that kind of acoustic-y song. Oh my god, everything on here. Dance of Death with a kind of Celtic like dancey part. Love every song on here, but this one stands out as the most bland, uninspired, and boring song they've ever done. Wildest Dreams. Boring. Next up is Matter of Life and Death. I'm going to go with Lord of Light for this one. This is a hard one as well. I know I've shat on this song before, saying it's a bit boring as well, and I went back through this album prior to filming this, and it still doesn't grab me that much. It's still my least favourite on the album. I love all the other songs, but this one, I don't know. It needs more. It needs more oomph to grab me into it. It just feels a bit bland compared to the rest of the songs. Because you have shit like the Reincarnation of Benjamin Brieg, you know, For the Greater Good of God, and then you have this. kind of subpar compared to some of the other amazing ones. Like, these colours don't run. Yeah, this is definitely the weakest for me. Next up, Final Frontier, we have Mother of Mercy. A lot of great songs on this one, a lot of long songs, cool ones, kind of like The Man Who Would Be King, so good. And the final track, which I've forgotten, which is one of my favourites, and Where the Wild Wind Blows, that's it. I love that song. I love that song. Final Frontier as well, Satellite 15, yeah, amazing. But Mother of Mercy is kind of paint by numbers Maiden again. The chorus is annoying. Mother of Mercy. His vocals aren't quite as good on this song as well. It kind of grates on me. So yeah, Mother of Mercy. Yeah, it's my least favourite. So, next up we have Book of Souls, the second to last album. My least favourite has always been Tears of a Clown. I get it's about Robin Williams and I understand it, but just because it's about something doesn't mean it's going to be good, you know what I mean? Again, it's a shorter song, it's a boring song, it's not anything that I'd play again ever. I respect them for doing it. It's good message, good morals, but I don't want to listen to it. As simple as. And finally, we have Sinjitsu, the latest Iron Maiden album. My least favourite on this is Lost in a Lost World. The same problems as my review, I still have. The opening first couple of minutes, the vocal effects are too weird. It's a strange kind of melody. The chorus kind of feels like a rehash of other choruses they've done. Once it gets into the swing of things, it's good and it's fun, and it gets stuck in my head, but it's that first 5 minutes, and first impressions are everything, boys. So, yeah, it's coming last. So, that was my list, my least favourite Iron Maiden songs on every single album. Let me know down below, what's your least favourite on all the albums? What did you think of my list? Did it trigger you? Hopefully. Let me know down below, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.